What is going on? I just found out from talking to a lawyer. I just got back to just as this, just to start this off. I just got back from Peru about a week ago. Well, maybe not even that. I don't remember now. But anyways, I just got back from Peru. I'll let the train pass. Right now I'm in the Oakland Mall. Therefore, you see the train. Anyways, I just got back from Peru. I'm just stopping in, catching up with my lawyer. And I just found out all the rules and regulations regarding residency in Guatemala has changed, and changed pretty drastically and pretty much for the worse. This is my understanding of the situation. I don't have all the details, but if you want a permanent residency with a business, it used to be $50,000 investment. Now it's $100,000, and it's $100,000 per person. And my understanding is you just can't deposit $100K or $50K like you could before, and then that would qualify for you, and you could zip the money right out. You actually have to have a real live business, and like I said, it's $100,000 per person, which will put most people out of that visa option. Anyhow, that's that one change. Another change is it used to be temporary. You got a temporary visa, a temporary visa, and then you could convert it in a year and a month, or as they like to say, in 2 years. But I did it in a year and a month. And you can change over to the permanent. Well, you can't do that anymore. Now you have to wait 5 years, and then you have to wait another 5 years on the permanent residency. So that's a grand total of 10 years. So that's a long wait. The other thing is, my understanding has changed. Excuse me. It's changed, so now you have to prove an income. It has to be from a rentista. You can't use like income from your job or whatnot. Apparently, again, I don't have all the full details, but it has to be like from like a piece of real estate or something like that. Anyways, I don't know the details, like how much it is, but you're going to have to be able to prove a considerable income. Now, understand there's a way around that, but there's not a way around waiting 5 years on the temporary visa. There's just no way around it. At least that's my understanding for right now. So it will now take a grand total of 10 years to get a passport, or a little bit more. But here's the thing. People who came in under the old rules, at least as of now, you're still under the old rules. So if you're a permanent residency, you can apply for your naturalization in 5 years. At least that's my understanding for right now. The other thing is, I'm not clear on if you need an FBI background check. You may need an FBI background check. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But basically what it comes down, and this is my understanding, the U.S. government, through the embassy, through all of Latin America, is making it very, very difficult for more and more Americans to get a permanent residency that would lead to a second passport. This is only my opinion. My opinion is they're going to make it hard for people to leave the tax regime of the U.S. government. And with technology the way it is, it's become easier and easier to earn a living anywhere in the world. So it makes sense to me that the government's kind of shutting its doors. And in other words, it's kind of like not a weak, but like a little, like exchange controls, but not like, say, exchange controls in Venezuela. They're kind of weak exchange controls. You can still leave, you can still transfer your money out, but it's getting harder and harder to bank. Just as an example, when I was in Peru, I have a financial institution in Australia. Because I don't live in the U.S. anymore, they were willing to fund, the bank was willing to fund my account in Australia through a U.S. bank. They're not willing to do it anymore. I have a full-fledged residency. I proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt, but they will not send money to my account in the U.S., and they will not take funding from my U.S. account anymore. It has to be all done through my residency here in Guatemala, which not impossible, but as you can tell, the U.S. government's making it harder and harder for financial institutions overseas to do business with gringos, even if you have a second passport, even if you have a residency. I mean, they're just making it difficult. Like I said, I used to could fund everything through my U.S. accounts. Now Australia's saying no. I don't know about Europe, but I haven't banked or did any business there in a long time, and I don't really wish to, mainly because of the financial crisis there. But institutions all over the world are making it very difficult for Americans to live and do business overseas unless they have a residency and a passport. And you have to now, in my opinion, have financial bank accounts in your own name in these said countries. One more update. You can still start up SA corporations and have a degree of discretion, so that hasn't really changed. But what's changed is getting legal residency. It's becoming more and more difficult. So you need to do it if you're sitting on the fence. And as far as proving income and all that, there's a few ways around that, which I won't talk about here. But if you go to Johnny Mueller's seminar, he talks about some of those things. So you can still get out. It's just becoming more time. The cost in time is going up, and the cost in money is going up because now you have to jump through way more hoops, a lot more hoops. The U.S. government's making it really, really expensive in time and money. What I see happening is they're just going to have it so wealthy people can expat and legally get around all these taxes, not average people anymore, not middle class people. So again, if you're sitting on the fence, go to the seminar. Johnny's seminars in July, I believe the first week of July. If I can find the link, I'll post it. He usually has seminars twice a year. I've been to one. They're really fantastic. I highly recommend them. Don't balk at the price. Other people kind of whine about the price, but the noose is closing in the U.S. and that price tag is going to keep going up as far as the government putting restrictions on people leaving. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, leave a comment. Tell me what's going on in other parts of Latin America. I just got back from Peru. I know they've changed the residency requirements there. It may not be as extreme as here, but they are changing, and they're making it harder for anyone. I mean anyone, from Venezuelans to Europeans to Americans to anyone, getting a second passport or a residency, a permanent residency. Thank you.